I'm back on the road for leg 2 of my tour. My mom has joined me for this part. Our first stop was in Patterson, about 3/4 of the way from Orange County to my next gig in San Francisco. The next day, we relaxed a bit at our new hotel in Emeryville and then immersed myself in the San Francisco scene on the way to the venue. I was surprised to hear a band already playing there when I got there, but it turned out this group was actually supposed to play next week. It was only me on tonight, so just waiting patiently. It happens. Today's gig setup is nice and compact. Got a mono send going there because I forgot to bring a second 1/4-inch XLR cable, but we got this. Should extend out there. Very nice, intimate. Love the vibes here. This one was fun. Felt great vocally. Got back to Emeryville and enjoyed the jacuzzi with fountain jets. See you next time, San Fran. Now I'm here in Sacramento at a beautiful brewery. The gig went amazingly. As you can see, it was a beautiful atmosphere. The following morning, I had a major urge to go into the jacuzzi in 100-degree weather. Then I took the long, beautiful drive up to Ashland, Oregon, one of my favorite cities I've ever been to. Met with family, went on some amazing hikes. Went in another jacuzzi, granted in much cooler weather, and prepped for my gig at the Oregon Shakespeare Festival Green Show, a dream venue since I was a teenager. I felt the best I ever have vocally at a gig, and so many people turned up to watch. It was one of the most amazing feelings and experiences ever. After the show, I took in the beautiful evening sights of one of my favorite places ever, Ashland, Oregon, where the show took place, and then ran into my classical studio piano teacher from back home that I worked with in high school. She is a real homie. Relaxed a day later at a beautiful winery, then headed home with my mom to relax a few more days before heading back out on my own for the remainder of leg 2. Subway sandwich, and a banana, and a rental car, and a need to shave. On the way to my first stop before my gig in Reno tomorrow, took a listen to the wonderful brand new Stars of the Spectrum album made by my amazing colleagues with the Flutie Foundation, and listened to a bunch of the War on Drugs. It's hot as heck outside, and things are looking fantastic. I finally made it to my halfway point between my home in Orange County and Reno, Nevada, Lone Pine, California, the gateway to Mount Whitney, tallest peak in the contiguous United States. I never eat McDonald's, but I had a gift card, so I had to go for it. They wouldn't give out water cups, so I couldn't eat inside of the restaurant. I had to go back to the room to get this, and now I'm sitting outside in the 90-degree heat because there's no table in my room. At least it's shady at this point. But inconvenience ain't getting me down. Still relaxing and charging up for my gig the following day in Reno, Nevada. I was gonna stop in Lee Vining, but I desperately needed gas, so I pulled over here and I figured might as well just eat it here. They had nice, hot, fresh sandwiches. Ate the first half already, but this sandwich is fantastic. And I got a slice of pizza to go with it. Made it to Reno, took a nap, got my room key, and some honey packs. I'm warming up in the venue, and just next door, this was under construction last time, is an art gallery. It went amazingly here in Reno. I always love the atmosphere here at the Lodge Bar and Patio. Once I got back to the hotel, I was excited to get into the jacuzzi, but it was closed off. The next morning was relaxed with breakfast until something absolutely insane happened. I misplaced my rental car keys, and I was looking for them for an hour. But luckily, I planned to arrive at the gig in advance, but only half an hour early. I'm now going to be half an hour late because I was looking for my keys for an hour. Luckily, this next gig is a private one. I misplaced my keys after frustratedly moving to another hotel room last night due to my initial room's faulty air conditioner. I genuinely didn't know what to do before I moved rooms, so I then went to Walmart, called my family numerous times, and I was about to buy a fan when they said, no, you should plead your case instead. It took so much effort to have the chutzpah to even go to the front desk and self-advocate to that degree, because I really don't want to come across as an entitled person. But I paid a lot of money for this hotel room, you know? I needed to be able to sleep as comfortably as possible since I had to wake up very early for this gig that I've now delayed an hour. Last time I was in Reno, I got so sick. And now this happened while in Reno. I'll see you soon, Sacramento. Cheers. Today's private gig in a beautiful, beautiful space at an autism transitional academy. Super duper stoked. Met some great folks so far, and I'm so honored by their energy and excitement. Excited to put on a show. Let's do this. There was no in-house laundry at the hotel I was staying at, so I've been washing my clothes at the laundromat for the first time ever. Went over to the hotel front desk, asked for change in quarters for $5. Got the quarters only to head to the laundromat and find out they didn't take quarters. They took payment from a laundromat card with credits on it. So I bought the first one and I had to put a minimum of $10 on there. Used it to wash my clothes, went back to the hotel. I could not find the card that I just got. It caused so much stress, and since there's other people involved in the environment of a laundromat, I had to just buy another card. So I've had to spend over $20 on my laundry. So now I've wasted a decent amount of money. At least I was able to buy 4 of these with quarters. They had a little dispenser. So on top of looking for my keys for an hour this morning, thinking I lost them again after my private gig, but eventually finding out I put them in my right pocket instead of my left pocket where that stuff usually goes, and now just losing and instantly giving up on this first laundry card. One of my ties had a lot of stains on it, so I thought it was a good idea to put it in the washing machine. I'm so happy I have a day off tomorrow. I'm gonna relax it up. I need it. I'm burnt out as heck. I needed a break. So today has been my day off. I slept in, took a long nap, went exercising, and I'm about to eat dinner frugally with saved gift cards, followed by frolicking in the fields. Please enjoy. There's this on one side, and this on the other side. I'm gonna miss these guys. With 2 new gigs in NorCal over 2 days. Although I usually have little to no active audience and dream of frequently playing for large, interested crowds, I still am having the time of my life. Cooled off with some Cheesecake Factory after my brewery gig in Modesto. The next day before my gig in downtown Sacramento, I visited a coffee shop that had epoxied pennies on the floor, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. I then walked a couple blocks to the venue to set up. This venue had a fantastic vibe as well. Great gig. This food looks incredible. Oh my goodness. And of course, this was the one where hardly anyone was here. But the vibe in here was just absolutely fantastic, and I had so much fun. That was definitely some of the best that I've ever sounded. This touring thing, man, it's where it's at, man. I love it. I love it.